Oh, so you guys are all my winglings. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe today. It's free. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe. If you had to pay, another Fallout 4. So, give me 1 second. Scrambled cakes. Deshaun, just remember one thing. When you're dating someone, the woman's always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right. Alright guys, sorry. But we are back at the memory den with Victor Stone.
The Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers
I remember this
crossed.
song from Fallout 3.
See you on the other side.
Yeah, see you on the other side, Nick. Oh, that just stays on standby.
Just sit in the memory lounger when you're ready.
Hey, what's up? We are at the memory den. I am again playing as my created character, Victor Stone.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable.
Yeah, I can tell you're back, dude. Doug, stay off the counter! Or cat, whichever.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that
Oatmeal
gives us
cakes,
some
huh?
clue to the Institute's location.
Okay, so I'm going the right way.
There. This
This is
the
how you know
earliest
we're going the
intact
right way.
memory I can find.
This, you cannot go third person or... Yeah, you're always in first person with this. Oh no, I'm in third person. I'm just invisible.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but
Remember,
she loved me
you are
in her
experiencing
way.
these memories as Kellogg.
And she
This may
protected me
prove
from Dad.
disorienting at first.
That cost her more than a few beatings. I never
Okay,
knew what happened to
Sean.
her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Not now.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
was way
Such
before
a
the
dummy
Fallout.
back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
You reading Grognet?
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect and turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in
Gun
your
in your
hand.
hand.
You need to learn to use it. if
Not
you're going to
really.
survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
I'm gonna sit there and watch
There.
them use it. Last time I just ran through.
Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what
San
comes
Francisco,
after,
Golden Gate Bridge.
that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever
You're not the
happened to her.
captain of the ship now, Deshaun.
If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be fine. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. We'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start
Nope.
fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well.
Hang on a second, guys. Sorry for the screen. Hey. Okay, hopefully your mic loads. If not, then I can't hear you.
For a while. Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance.
Your mic even on?
Finally got steady work with a good
No, your mic's still flashing, dude. I can't hear you.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need.
No, you don't run your own crew.
Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Yeah, you can't use your... Whoever just sent me in here, you cannot use your mic, so... Bye.
6ix9ine's going to jail forever. Yeah, for fucking...
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit?
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
This all by yourself?
That's right.
Give me a second, guys. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to turn this to an 18 plus.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family.
Hey.
Lives down the creek a ways.
I never got your message,
You seem to
honestly.
be getting closer. Try this next one.
It says you looked at it, so.
I don't know.
In the group chat, I said I added.
Oh,
that
in the
and it
group
said-
chat. They
it said,
mentioned
what
me
time you
prior.
gonna get on? And you looked straight at it, from what it says.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you
It's
decided
here.
to
I won't
meet
even tell you who else looked at it.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth.
You.
I
And
kinda
that's
ran
it.
out of road. Plus,
I just looked at it now. I didn't look at it before.
I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. So, you're with the... The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
I did the Institute
You
story.
heard
I'm
all
doing a
sorts
Brotherhood of
of
Steel
rumors
story, guys.
about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman
I've seen
for
their ending.
anything
It's
bad that ever
they
happened.
blow up
They were real, all right.
the institute
They didn't know anything about operating on the surface.
and the railroad.
Relied on their synths for everything.
I am
They had
gonna
the
do
resources I
the
needed. And I had the
Minutemen after
expertise
this
they
time.
needed.
After this one,
Turned into a
as a
permanent
different character.
arrangement. Suited me just fine.
and then I'm gonna do the railroad last.
I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
Railroad bros up the
We do,
institute. And,
as you can see.
What do you
brother.
want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here.
Getting out of the vault.
Manual override initiated.
Hey, look, it's me.
Cryogenic
Oh,
stasis.
tell your brother he sucks at Fortnite.
Who, Timmy?
Even then,
Timmy wasn't playing mostly.
I was playing Fortnite with Nathan earlier.
Deshaun was.
Yeah.
Deshaun.
Fucking sucked. They got down as soon as they landed.
Deshaun. Gambit says you suck at Fortnite.
And he fucking.
He says you suck at Fortnite too.
How would he know?
I don't know. Hey, I can admit that I suck at it. I don't play
it
it.
was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft
I don't play it either, and I
pre-war
still don't get
vault
dropped as soon
dweller,
as I land.
even if he somehow
Same.
got thawed out.
I don't really either.
At least I know those Institute
I've
bastards
met
will
every
soon
time I
get what's
play
coming to
solos, I
them
make
too.
it second.
If he could take
Mind
me
you,
out,
I hide the whole
they
thing.
won't be able to hide.
Yeah,
from him
that's
for
pretty much
long.
what I do.
That's how real life military tactics work. You go, oh
Glad I
look,
didn't have to
there's an
kill
enemy
the
with a
kid.
gun, I'm gonna shoot him.
I know.
You say
I'm not saying
no.
I haven't done
There's
it.
2 or 3
but,
enemies over there. I'm gonna let them
never
kill each
liked
other,
to.
and I'm gonna attack when they're weak.
Yeah,
How do you think
I guess
World
it
War
did
II
remind me
happened?
of,
Think
No
America's
shit.
like, oh look, it's war, let's go kill. They're like,
yeah, I'm a
they're like, no,
cold-hearted
let's
bastard
let
for
them
sure,
beat each other.
but
And then kill everything.
still human.
Like the murderous
know.
white bastard.
Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Checking through the logs.
Well, this is
Big
something
heads
new.
never liked taking orders from the
And I
dirty,
might